Board meeting. Well, the park board meeting for Tuesday, December 7th to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the November 2nd meeting minutes. Members should have got copies of those emailed to them. Does anybody have any corrections, additions? Okay. Hearing none, need a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Ms. Kendi,
Aye.
and I am an aye also. That carries. Second item on the agenda is the attorney's report.
I just have 3 items for your consideration this evening. Those 3, do you mind if I do them all together, the entertainment agreement? The first item for your consideration is an entertainment agreement for 2022 for the MAC events. That's the DJ service. They do Valentine's Day dance, a couple other events that are included in their agreement. The second is an entertainment agreement with the 90s band. And the third is an entertainment agreement with Jenna and Joel Dowling Acoustic. And that's for the adult night at Freedom Springs. All 3 are standard entertainment agreements prepared by the city.
Okay, so we've got the DJ, we've got the 90s band. It's going to be at the amphitheater and
Jenna and Joel
Jenna
Dowling.
and Joel Dowling could be Freedom Springs. Okay. If I have any questions, comments? Okay. Hearing none, I need a motion to approve these 3 entertainment agreements.
So moved.
Second. Been moved by Ms. Kennedy, second by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Ms. Kennedy,
Aye.
and I am an aye also. Motion carries.
My last item would have been a ratification of a purchase agreement with Ms. Bright, but that can actually be removed from this agenda. She did sign the purchase agreement for the Bright property that was approved at our previous park board. So there's no longer a need for that today.
Okay. We have consideration of the service agreement.
I must not have. the most recent one.
CECs.
Oh, yes. The final item for your consideration is the service agreement with CEC Civil and Environmental Consultants. And that's for Ray Crow Way. They're going to do a land description for the city.
Yep, so I'll add on to that a little
Okay.
bit for Kelsey and for your guys' knowledge as well. As you guys know, we went into an agreement with Mark Pleasant School Corporation and also at that time Harvest Bible Church, now it's Redeemer. And the interlocal agreements and agreements were for use of their existing parking lot to supplement the proposed Greenwood Sports Park. In exchange for that, we would reimburse them for the construction of what is now being called Ray Crow Way. And also in that, and almost legally to Ray Crow Way would then be reverted back to city-owned road. This is the first step towards that. This is getting the legal description and the meets and bounds of that road so we can turn that and get it recorded with the county and then and in turn have ownership of that road as a city road. Being that the park is the primary destination for Ray Crow Way, we felt that it would just make sense that we would hold the contract that coordinates.
So the city is responsible for the maintenance of the road.
Correct.
And at this time, legal is preparing an addendum to their terms and conditions. So any approval on this would need to be contingent on review and by the legal department.
What about snow removal? Does that fall under us or the street department?
Anything that's on with city streets would be applicable to Ray Crow Way.
I just didn't know if we had the capability of doing this road.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Where did we come up with the name?
so that was suggested to us by Clark Pleasant School. There is some history there.
Great.
And we we talked about it internally and thought it was a great idea.
The school's named after him, isn't it?
He's a great
The new-
man. He
The new
was.
primary,
Right.
the new elementary school.
He was
is
an
called
alumni.
Ray Crow
I understand, or
Elementary.
something.
And then Ray Crow Way was also named as well.
Okay.
Pretty neat.
Anything else? Okay. So I need a motion to approve I need a motion to approve the service agreement. Contingent upon legal final review with CEC Civil and Environmental Consultants for Ray Crow Way.
So move.
Second,
It's been moved by Mr. Dietrich, second by Ms. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. I think I said that was second, Mr. Burton. Second, Ms. Kennedy. Motion carries.
And it's not an item for consideration tonight, but I did want the park board to think about, for the future, the emergency ordinance is still in place by the governor, but that will most likely eventually go away. So thinking ahead to 2022, what kind of policy we would want in place for electronic meetings. I can draft a couple of different policies for the board for them to review. The Common Council has adopted a policy on participation by electronic meetings. So I can send that to the board for review as well to see if that's something that you would be interested in moving forward.
I know the planning commission, we took the councils.
Yes,
And I think they made one or two minor changes.
yes, I believe that is correct. So I can have that prepared. The emergency order is good through 2021. I'm not sure what 2022 will have in store, but that is something to keep in mind if that's the wish of the board to have electronic participation be something that is allowed.
Yeah, I think it's probably something we need to tackle.
Okay.
It's probably the sooner the better.
Okay. I will prepare a policy for your review and your January meeting.
They're right, okay with that? Yep. Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is the presentation of the Groom Master Plan. I see Mr. Lehman
Yep.
joining us electronically.
As you guys know, Lehman's been with us hand in hand for quite some time. They've done the parking tax fees and then also have been preparing and now finalizing the parks master plan. I think tonight is the final presentation of that. And we have Mr. Lehman joining us from up north. Chuck, take it away.
Very good. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And I'm sorry I'm not there tonight presently. My schedule got rearranged tonight, but in October, you will recall, we presented a PowerPoint of the highlights of the master plan itself. I think at that time we had submitted the draft of that to Department of Natural Resources. They came back with commentary that we worked with Rob and the staff on addressing, and I feel we've addressed all of the points that they had wanted clarification on or wanted a little bit more information on. We've documented that and provided Rob with a hard copy of that. There's no necessary any formal presentation that I need to share tonight, other than we need to have the board accept this by resolution, adopting it as its 5-year plan. And we will then submit this to the state with anticipation that they will approve it. They will provide us with a letter stating that we're now eligible for state and federal grants administered through their offices for the next 5 years. And we will insert that letter in the document, and then we will print up hard copies and provide you a digital copy of it as well. So I will be happy to answer any questions you may have, but I think we had pulled out, there's 2 papers that the board needs to sign. One is a resolution adopting the Greenwood Parks Master Plan Update 2021 to 2025, along with a resolution. Basically, it's a Section 504 Rehabilitation Act of 1973 signature page that is protocol for all the DNR's master plans itself. So I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have, and we can go forward then.
I think we've covered this a couple different times, so I don't know if the board has any questions or comments, or Chuck. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. I did bring to the meeting for reference, if you guys want to see, Chuck did provide the full hard copy that is here if you want to see that.
Okay. Nobody got anything for Chuck, so Lynn or Kelsey, I'm assuming we have to approve this resolution.
That's
adopting this.
That's correct.
So looking for a motion to approve the resolution adopting the Groom Parks Master Plan update for 2021 through 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Then moved by Mr. Burton, seconded by Ms. Kennedy. All those in favor, Mr. Dieter,
Aye.
Ms. Burton,
Aye.
Ms. Kennedy,
Aye.
and I'm an aye also, motion carries. Then we all need to sign this.
Yes,
Correct.
that is correct.
Correct, Chuck, and do you need that signed resolution for the state submittal?
Yeah, if I could get that signed, it could be scanned and sent back to me, and I'll include that with what we send down to the state.
Will do.
Very good. There is section 504 compliance sheet, which just Tim and Laura needs to sign. But I think Rob has provided that to you as well. I would just like to thank you and the board for allowing us to work with you on this. We are still working with the city on its greenways and trails master plan. So once that's completed as part of the comprehensive plan, I'll be back down and we can review that as well. So in the meantime, have a good holiday, and we will talk and see each other soon.
Chuck, as always, thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to see you in person one of these days.
I hope to be there next time.
Okay.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you. Take care.
Uh-huh. Okay, next item on the agenda is the user fee approval for community center and field house. I'm sorry, user fee approval. Which we got copies of that last meeting, right? We had drafts of.
There, a worksheet that was provided with all the rates,
Yeah.
was provided to you guys in November, and then has since in turn, been provided with a public link. And then the public was able to view that, propose and add comments as well. So based on that duration of time, nothing has changed, excluding a couple items that you want to highlight. You guys, for complete transparency, has been brought to our attention. We'd like to propose that all elected officials, which include city council members, clerk treasurer, and the judge, also be given memberships to the community center and the field house. I also want to point out just one last thing, as far as a group package, when you buy the community center and the field house rates. There was a minor tweak. It was our mistake. We did our initial calculations for the field house. We did it on the group rates with the 2021 rates, not keeping in mind the 2022 rates. So those bulk rates, those purchased together got adjusted slightly to accommodate for that.
Questions or comments, Rob?
How was your interaction with the public? Did you have very many?
Almost non-responsive. So we did get one comment, and it was based off, it was a percentage question. We answered it very quickly. And they were just concerned about disparity on how things were done based on percentages, where in turn we actually raised it by rates, dollar figures. It's just the percentages kind of skewed a little bit. So we didn't get any. It didn't go any further than that, so it seemingly got resolved.
Anything else, Rob? Okay. Hearing none, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hearing none. I guess so we need to approve I need a motion to approve the fee structure for the
Resolution.
resolution number 21-03, establishing the Park and Recreation Board schedule of fees and charges.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Ms. Kennedy, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Ms. Kennedy,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
and I'm an aye also. Motion carries. Looks like we all need to sign this, Rob.
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is consideration of job descriptions for tournament/events coordinator, part-time intern / clerical, recreation associate, and program instructor.
All but 3 out of the 4 of those were included in your pack. The one that was not included was a very minor altercation, and it was to program instructor. We amended the location to where we're include with parks and recreation facilities, and then also the supervisor being inclusive of recreational manager / aquatics manager. And I'll be happy to field questions on any of the other ones as well.
It's 3 of these are part-time, tournament/events coordinator is a full-time position.
That's correct.
And this person is going to be working eventually at the sports park. Is that the plan?
So they will certainly be addressing any coordination efforts at the sports park, in addition to the field house, the community center, and any other multi-use field that we can use in the parks that we may have, travel teams or any events that will happen in those. That person will be charged with coordinating that. And then on top of that, the blended responsibilities of events, concert series, Valentine's dance, which you just approved for something for that, Easter breakfast, but you get the idea.
Jack of all trades, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of all over the place, yeah.
So this is one person with all of these jobs.
One person, yeah. So it's very typical in how we've grown as a department under our leadership here is we typically try to blend positions when we're getting started. Once the blend starts to take fruition and it starts to expand, we'll end up trying to separating those job responsibilities and creating, and that's how the growth happens. So that's how we've been growing today.
You're cross-training for
Across
many
the-
different places.
More or less, correct.
Any other questions or comments about these two? Okay, we do all these at once, Kelsey.
Yes, you can. Unless there's additions or corrections to.
Since I'm assuming I don't hear anything from anyone, I'm assuming there's no additions or corrections. These are fine. Everyone. So I need a motion to approve these job descriptions for the tournament/events coordinator, part-time intern / clerical, recreation associate, and program instructor.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, seconded by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Ms. Kennedy,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
and I'm an aye, and also motion carries. Let's see here. This next item on here is the Parks Foundation report.
I'm happy to answer your questions you guys have. I don't know if the report was supplied for you guys. We are towards the end, so we are working on some financial stuff with the foundation as well. Some recent updates, the foundation has just recently purchased 5 trees, Chickapin oaks, which is the same species of tree that the foundation acknowledged in Craig Park with the sign. It's about making sure that the tree canopy and that species are maintained and retained in that park. So they have purchased those, and Jim will be, and his crew will be planting those very, very soon.
Anybody have anything for Parks Foundation? Okay. Next item on the agenda is the controller's report.
believe you guys have the report. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. We're in December, so it's really hard to get people here, so you know. Maybe Adam wants to step up real quick.
Federal times like.
Yes.
Okay, under that, we have 2022 carryovers.
Yep, as you know, we did an exhaustive effort to make sure we're maximizing the allocations for the financial year. These are the things that we would like to carry over into 2022. You guys have got the ledger. Be happy to answer any questions.
Brush head for park maintenance.
I'm sorry.
Brush head for park maintenance, is that?
So you guys have approved it, or this is the scenarios, you guys have approved it.
Yeah.
Purchase order's in.
Right.
We're waiting for
We're
it.
just waiting
It
on,
hasn't been delivered because of supply chain.
so
But
it's a
we're
brush,
seeing-
all I'm asking is a brush head for what equipment?
Skid steer.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I knew what it was.
Yeah, but it's approved, but the
Yeah.
thing is, the money's in this year's budget.
Sure.
You want me to jump in the truck and drive out to Washington State and pick it up?
Right. Crazy.
We need to approve these, Kelsey.
Yes, you do. So you need to approve the carryover list.
Anybody have anything, any questions or comments?
So,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
so these golf simulators are not installed yet?
They're not up to a substantial completion of which we're comfortable in paying
Sure looked like it on channel 13.
right now. Hey, TV does a lot of stuff. Right?
Makes your swing look good. doesn't it?
Yeah. Hey.
Better than mine. Okay. Anything else? Okay, hearing nothing, we need a motion to approve the 2022 carryovers as presented.
So moved.
Second?
Been moved by Ms. Kennedy, second by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries. It looks like we all have to sign this also. First report.
You have a copy of my report, Randy. If you have any questions, be more than happy to answer. We did put the last, just yesterday, the last pass for the bench and trash reception at the top of Cold Hill Trail yesterday. And then they also got the pad poured out at the Freedom Springs by the concession stand.
Wow, that was quick. I'm surprised they got the concrete. I met with the Shelby Materials guy. He said they're out of concrete. They're out.
He ordered about a week in advance. It's about how far out we're set now.
Okay, well, as always, Christmas decorations look great. Lights look awesome. You guys work hard on. All right, nothing else for Jim? Thank you, Jim. Next item on the agenda is trails.
What are the updates?
No updates, okay. Next item, recreation report.
You have a copy of our report. We had 52 people, I think, go to Chicago on Friday. They lucked out, it was like 60 degrees there, so waiting for December. This is the first time we went on a Friday. The participants enjoyed it due to it not being as crowded at the stores and stuff, so it went well. Saturday night, we had our Kid City Christmas event. We had 175 people, or was it 175? 250, I'm sorry, that attended that event, which included the train ride around the Jim's lights down there, and it was awesome. It helped that it was also 50 degrees.
Yeah.
And this weekend, we have 2 sold out breakfast with Santa. So.
Hoping to make it this year. My fingers crossed. I'm standing.
Yeah.
So folks, just to add on to that, so the Kid City Christmas and the lighting display amphitheater are really top shelf. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, the past event, seen the lighting down there, but These guys are knocking it out of the park.
They are. We love it. It's beautiful.
Do a great job. A lot of positive comments, a lot of good publicity for them. Thank you, Nick. Fieldhouse report.
You have a copy of my report. Like you guys talked about earlier, a couple notable things, the golf simulators are here, it's completed, and also the practice court and the walking track, those are also near complete, the flooring on that. As well as just gearing up for Green Friday, this Friday coming up. We're selling field house memberships. Let's get ready for that.
When are they gonna hook the entry to the Madison?
When they start the E3,
Yeah, the main entry, because it doesn't reach Madison yet. When are they gonna finish that?
I'm sure.
I think they're being very cautious with any preliminary, still utilities that need to be ran along Madison, so they're leaving that gap there. It's kind of like a utility gap in case something needs to run between there before they cover that up. So to answer your question,
Will can they still lay asphalt?
it's borderline right now.
Yeah.
I mean, usually you're about 35 and above for your base layer. Now your finished layer has got to be 50 and above, or your top layer, I mean.
Well,
And the asphalt plants will be closed at 1%.
sure.
Ricky usually says, and I'll say it as well, if you guys ever want to go, and I spoke with me and Chris, go to the field house and check it out. It is pretty spectacular facility. Guys, please take advantage of getting in there early and seeing kind of a dusty green store.
Good luck keeping it clean.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a job.
Yes, it is.
So is there gonna be a cleaning crew? I know we're still not pegged down on a date, but does the contractor bring in a cleaning crew before they turn it over to us?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a certain expectation before they leave.
Yeah.
But do we have any anticipation that's going to meet our level of?
Oh, I know that. Yeah,
No, it's
we'll-
not. So we can fully anticipate going in right behind them, if not, congruently with them,
Sure.
and making sure it's at our level of standards.
Thank you, Rick. Community center report, Sharon.
You guys have my report. The Kid City Christmas went off really well, as Nick stated. The decorations are all up. If you guys want to come in and take a look, they look really good. The staff really out there themselves. We have Green Friday this Friday, as Ricky also stated, and it's gonna be a fun, busy day. You guys have any questions? Just
Numbers keep going up, right? That's good. Everything's going the right direction.
Again, I'll equal praise for Sharon, the community center staff. You guys have not been in the community center. You guys can check that out as well. It's just a fun place to come to work every day. This time of year, things decorated, very festive, and you can see the kids' faces light up when they go in there. So looks very nice.
Anything else? Okay, thanks, Sharon. 2022 park board meeting dates. I think everybody got a copy of those in their packets. Does anybody have any issues with these dates? Keeping it on the first Tuesday of each month with 3 additional dates through the, spring and early summer?
It's me.
Good, everybody? Okay, so we need to approve these, Kelsey?
Yes, sir.
Okay, need a motion to approve the meeting dates for 2022 for the park board.
So move.
Second. Been moved by Mr. Dietrich, second by Mr. Burton. Mr. Dietrich?
Aye.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Ms. Kennedy?
Aye.
I'm an aye also, motion carries. Any other business from the public? Any business from the park board?
I'd like to say something for Laura.
Yep.
My understanding, you let us know early on, this is your last park board,
Yep, my term's up, so.
terms up. Been a pleasure for me. You've been great to work with. Had great vision, appreciate everything you've done for us. and we look forward.
Creating humans to use the park.
That's it.
Becoming
Yes.
primary utility.
Thank you for that.
That's a
Smart
first.
advice.
Yeah. Now I have to buy a family membership.
That's it. That's it. Green Friday's coming up. But no, thank you for always being supportive. You've always been a big advocate for what we do, and I just really appreciate working with you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been about 5 years, it'll be 5 in February.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been really fun. I moved to Greenwood and then was able to be on the board because I had a Greenwood address, and from my apartment in Indy where I first moved when I came here. And so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun serving.
Speaking for the board, we appreciate your service, appreciate your support, and I'm sure we'll continue to see you and your growing brood.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll be around. I signed up for the Indy Mini. I had a momentary brain lapse and we signed up, so I'll need to be using the treadmills, I think. all winter.
Good luck.
I'll be around.
Thanks for bringing that up, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on the board? You guys received the claim in your packets. If there's any additions or corrections? Hearing none. There's no other business coming before this board. This meeting is adjourned. Be the first to say, see you next year.